Hello there, good morning, happy new year. It is officially January 1st, 2024. What the hell? Normally I don't really pay that much attention to like my first book of the year. For some reason, end of 2023, I was thinking, what do I want to start the year off with? Because I knew that I was gonna finish my book on December 31st. And so I was gonna be starting something fresh on New Year's Day. And I was like, what book do I want to read? What do I think is gonna set me up for a good year of reading? Because last year was trash. Yeah, last year was not a good reading year. And I was like, so what's gonna set me up for a good reading year? And this is putting a lot of pressure onto a book, but I think this book has the power to be a good start to the new year. So my first book of 2024 is going to be Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. I am really excited to read this book. I actually got it out from the library a few months ago and I just wasn't in the mood for it at that point, so I didn't even start reading it. I was just like, no, I'm not in the mood. I don't know. Maybe I won't even like it. And then I heard so many people talking about how much they love this, and I adore this cover, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna buy it. It was like my birthday present from me to me. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. I feel like it's got potential. I know that a lot of people like compare this to The Princess Bride, which I have not read or watched, so I don't know how they compare. But nevertheless, I'm super excited to read this. I'm probably gonna start it later today because I do actually need to do some filming today, and then I'm back to work tomorrow, which is really sad. But I thought I would do a reading vlog of reading this book. I'm super excited. Like I said, I'm going to do some filming today. I actually just got home from the gym. I'm being such a good new year, new me girly, and I actually went today. I was like this close to just not doing it, and I was like, no excuses. It's a Monday and it's the first day of the year. I have to go. So I went and did a little workout for like an hour, and then the rest of my plans for the day are filming and tidying the room and then kind of preparing myself to get back to normal life of working. Although I'm only doing a 3-day week this week, which is amazing. That does mean that next week is going to be rough when I have a 5-day week, including Saturday. So that's gonna be tough, but that's fine. That's next week. We're talking about this week. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get myself ready for the day. I need to do my skincare and some makeup, and yeah, I will just talk to you later once I've started this book. Hello there, good afternoon. It's Wednesday. I haven't spoken to you since I introduced this vlog because I worked yesterday. It was back to work. I'm very sad, and I'm working tomorrow and Friday, but I don't work Wednesdays, in case you didn't know. And so far, my day has been pretty relaxing, not super productive, but that's okay. Because not every day has to be super productive. I'm the worst at like constantly wanting to be productive, and I feel really hard on myself if I'm not productive. So I'm trying to leave that behind in 2023, and if I put less pressure on myself, then hopefully I'll actually get more done, which I think just contradicted what I just said. But like, for example, on Monday I ended up having this super productive day, and I wasn't even like planning to. I mean, I did plan to clean my room and go to the gym, which were two things that I did do. But yeah, I don't know, it felt good. I'm trying to keep that vibe. Anyway, but today I really did not want to go to the gym. I was this close to not going because basically I woke up and I was just so tired. I actually had an alarm set for 7 and I slept until 8, which is fine, but I just like to try to still get up early on my days off because I get up so early on a work day, because typically on a work day I get up at 5:45 so I can go to the gym before work, because I just know that after work I'm not gonna go. So I like to try and get up early on my days off, but I didn't do that. And then I was just kind of like wasting time. Well, I did update my budget, which is really good, because last year I was really bad about updating it frequently. I would just kind of do it like at the end of the month, which obviously means like you're not actually budgeting properly because you're not really tracking how much you're spending. This year I'm trying to be better about it, so I filled in my budget for December and then I started doing my January one. Anyway, so I did that, and then I was like gearing up to like edit a video instead of going to the gym, but my brother and Alex were both going at the same time, and I was like, okay, wait for me, I'll come too. So I went to the gym, which I'm very proud about. I nearly died, not actually, but like I did nearly pass out because I did the Stairmaster, and I haven't done Stairmaster in like well over a year. I nearly passed out. I had to stop. I'm feeling very proud of myself, and I thought because this is the first week of the year, I would do like a little New Year's check-in as well and let you know how I'm getting on with my goals. So far, not bad. Anyway, that's a lot of rambling, but we can quickly talk about another one of my goals, which was to read for 30 minutes before bed every night. And so far, I have done that. So on Monday night, I ended up tidying the room for ages, and then we had dinner, and then by the time all that was done, I didn't have that much time, but I did read for half an hour because I was starting a new book in a new world. I only managed to read like 15 pages. Anyway, yesterday I was reading some more on my break, and I didn't get to read on my lunch because I had lunch with my friend, but I still managed to read 70 pages yesterday, because then I read before bed, and I read for more more than half an hour, definitely, because I literally did not want to stop reading. Oh my goodness. I don't want to say that I love it, because I feel like every time I do that when I'm early on in a book, then somehow something goes wrong. So I don't want to jinx it, but that's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm having a really good time. But I never actually said what this book is about. This book basically follows our main character Tress, who lives on this like really kind of sad island. There's a lot of smog. I don't know, the people there just don't seem to be that happy. And also you're not allowed to leave the island unless you're like nobility or you have special orders from the king. So you're not allowed to leave. And the island that she lives on is surrounded by this thing called the Emerald Sea, which is basically a sea made out of spores. And in this world there are different types of spores, but these particular green ones react with water or just liquid in general. Actually, all the spores react with water or liquid, but the green ones in particular, when they connect with liquid, they grow these vines. So it's actually super dangerous because you can die very easily, because obviously humans have lots of liquids. So if they get into your mouth or anything, that's it, you're gonna die. So it's very dangerous. And basically Tress is in love with this guy called Charlie, who's actually the Duke's son, and Charlie's also in love with Tress. And the Duke finds out, and he's not happy about this because he doesn't want them to get together, and so he decides that he's going to take Charlie away. They go away and the Duke returns without Charlie. So then Tress is very concerned because it seems like nobody else cares about where Charlie has ended up, and she decides to go out and save him. And it's just so much fun. I love how romantic this is without actually being a romance. It's just like the way that they talk to and about each other, you can just tell that there's so much love there. And I actually did know this before I started, but Brandon Sanderson actually wrote this book as like a gift for his wife, and you can just tell that there's so much love there, and it's so sweet. Tress also has like a mug collection, and so before Charlie leaves, he tells her like, I'm gonna send you a mug from every place I go, and it's just my heart. And that was like 30 pages in, and I almost started crying at work because it was just so sweet. I don't want to say that I love it, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Anyway, I haven't actually read any more yet today because I already told you I was putting off going to the gym. But yeah, I'm back home now, and I actually just put hair oil in my hair because I'm trying to grow my hair out for my wedding. So I'm doing all of the things that you're supposed to do, apparently. We got the rosemary oil, the rosemary water, like it's all happening. So I just put that in. So I want to leave that on for like an hour. I want to make this soup. So yeah, I'm gonna do some meal prep while I'm still in my gross, sweaty gym clothes, and then I'll have a shower, and then afterwards I think I'm gonna read. I really just want to read all day. Like, oh my god, I did not want to stop reading last night. Also, this book is just gorgeous. I already spoke about the front cover, but like I love this very pale green on the inside. It's gorgeous. And then this little part 2 page marker, gorgeous. And like there's little chapter headers, which I don't want to show you because I feel like you need to see them yourself when you read this book, but it's beautiful. It is a work of art, and I'm getting too worked up about it, and I'm only 25% of the way in. Ideally I would finish this today, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. We are live laugh loving at the moment, aren't we? Meow meow. She's asleep over here. Anyway, I've been rambling for enough time. I'm gonna go, and I will just update you later on when I've read more, but so far so good. Hello, good morning. It is Friday. I'm just doing my makeup because I gotta get ready for work. Twice this week my alarm has gone off, and I was convinced that it was supposed to be a day off. So I was like, why is my alarm going off at 5:45 if I'm not working today? And then I realized that I am working. It's really sad. And that happened again today. But I'm not working this weekend, so that is a win. Even if I don't get a chance to finish Tress of the Emerald Sea today, I will be finishing it tomorrow. Oh my goodness. I got this setting spray and it says radiant, and by radiant they really mean sparkly. So if I wear it, I look like Edward Cullen. This is the skin of a killer. Do I look radiant to you? Anyway, then my sister told me that apparently you can also put setting spray underneath your foundation, and then it still makes it stay. I don't know. So I'm following her instruction, and it's been working for me. I've been doing this for like a week because I got this like 2 weeks ago. I didn't mind being sparkly for like Christmas and my birthday. That was fine. But when it comes to just every day, I don't want to be sparkly on my face because it's a bit much. So yeah, I've been putting it under my foundation, and it's been working pretty well. Anyway, but I thought I would give you a little reading update for Tress of the Emerald Sea. So I'm now about 2/3 of the way through the book, and I'm still really enjoying it. The only thing I will say, and this isn't really a negative, it's just not what I was expecting, is that I thought we were going to change setting a little bit more, but we've kind of been in the same setting for most of the book, which is fine. I just thought we were going to travel around a little bit more, but that's fine. I'm still really enjoying it, and I've got like 130 pages left. And the other thing I'll say is that this is like the first time in a while where I just don't want the book to be over. Like I keep on, like I get to a new part because it's split into 6 parts, and every time I reach a new part, I'm like, no, that means I'm closer to the end, which I don't want to do. I just don't want to finish. I'm really having such a fun time with it. So yeah, I'm like excited to see where it goes, but also I'll be sad when it's over, which I think is why I didn't read more on Wednesday, which is my day off. But yeah, I've still read quite a bit considering I've been working. Yeah, typically after work, I don't get a chance to read that much. And yesterday I was editing a video a little bit, so I could have read more, but I spent about half an hour editing a video. So yeah, I don't really have much else to report. I'm still really enjoying it, and it's the only check-in I've got. Anyway, I need to finish getting ready because I need to go in like 20 minutes. I'll just update you later, probably tomorrow, once I've finished the book, which is very exciting. Hello, good afternoon. It is Sunday, and I'm looking very blue right now because the sun has already set, actually. I've kind of had, I was gonna say a lazy day, but actually I've been very productive. It's just been like a lot of computer stuff today, and I kind of did similar stuff yesterday. I've been doing loads of editing because I'm actually going away soon, and I'm working next weekend on Saturday, so that means like I don't have as much time. So I've been trying to get a lot done this weekend, and I'm pretty tired actually. Anyway, so I also haven't like updated the vlog or anything, so I'm sorry about that. I wanted to do like a little time-lapse moment at some point, but it didn't happen. However, last night I only had 60 pages left of Trust of the Emerald Sea, and I was absolutely determined to finish it, and I did. And my thoughts kind of stayed the same. I was hesitant to say in the beginning that I was loving it, but I was loving it the whole time, and I had such a fun time with this book. It's just so like whimsical and fun, but it also has a lot of meow. It's so like cozy and wholesome with this found family element, and it's full of adventure. I also really loved the writing style. I thought that the character who narrated this story was a particularly funny narrator, and I don't actually remember Mistborn being that funny. I've only read one other Brandon Sanderson book at this point in time, which was the first Mistborn book, not The Well of Ascension, not The Hero of Ages, The Final Empire, that's what it's called. I knew the whole rest of the original trilogy, but not the first one. So far, I've only read The Final Empire and a little bit of The Well of Ascension, but from what I remember, that was not particularly funny. But this was like so funny, so lighthearted a lot of the time, but it was literally a life or death situation, but it still did it in a lighthearted way. The only small complaint I have is that I feel like the ending wrapped up pretty quickly, but I still ended up giving this book 5 stars because this year I'm going to try and use the Cawpile method as much as possible, which basically stands for characters, atmosphere, writing, plot, intrigue, logic, and enjoyment. And you basically give the book a rating out of 10 for each of those different things, and it gives you an overall rating. Anyway, so I used the Cawpile, and you know, pretty much everything was like a 10 out of 10. So yeah, I think it came out to more of like a 4.75, but I'm rounding to a 5. What a great first book of the year. I'm so excited to continue on with the Mistborn series now. I was kind of dragging my feet with that a little bit, but I think I'm actually going to get the audiobook for The Final Empire and reread that and then continue on with the series because I really like Brandon Sanderson's writing style. I've been wanting to continue on with that series since I finished the first book in 2022. So yeah, I really need to get on it. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll reread The Final Empire, and now I honestly want to read everything that's in the Cosmere and then go back and reread this because I feel like there's so many Easter eggs in this, which obviously I didn't understand because I haven't read like any other books in the Cosmere. So yeah, you don't actually have to have read anything else by Brandon Sanderson to understand everything in this book, but there are lots of references, I'm sure. Like I knew that it was a reference, but obviously I didn't understand what the reference was. But yeah, I still love this even without having read any other books in the Cosmere. So yeah, I would highly recommend this book, and now I have no idea what I'm going to read next, but I feel like I'm on such a fantasy kick now and I just want to read all of the high fantasy all the time. But yeah, this is a great start to the year, and I'm so glad I bought this because it's so stunning. I'll definitely be reading it again. I'm really annoyed that I didn't annotate as I went, but then I was like, oh, and what if I don't like it? And then, you know, I've written all over it, but I loved this and I will be annotating it the next time I read it. 5 out of 5. What a great start to the year. But anyway, that is all that I have for this video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give a thumbs up. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe down below. I try to post videos every Sunday. And please let me know what your first book of the year was or is, if you're still currently reading it. But yeah, let me know what your first read of the year was. I would love to know. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave me a mug emoji down below. And yeah, that's all that I have. So I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye.
You in the backyard of your old farm in the summer. Stayed there for 3 weeks where we learned to love each other. Wrote you letters, sent a message to the that day. Skip to the present.